Joe,
Yeah.
do you know your genotype?
Oh yeah.
What's your genotype?
I'm AA. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys, welcome to.
Why if you can say?
Oh, I'm just asking. I don't know, but I'm just asking.
I run the street, my nigga.
All right.
I'm that guy, my nigga.
You are that guy.
I'm O positive. I'm AA.
Okay, blood group and genotype,
yeah.
right? Guys, this is your girl Highest Stereo. Welcome to KSS, the best YouTube channel. Today is all about education. I mean, these are some of the things you have to know before you get into a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Before you plan to get married, before you plan to have a child. You know, you need to know these things. And one thing is that a lot of people sometimes confuse this two. They kind of think blood group is the same as genotype.
Oh, okay.
But this is two different things.
Wow.
Blood group has to do with the O positive, B this, A, you know, but the genotype has to do with the AA, AS, and all that. That is when you would know if you are able to have a child with this particular genotype. So there's this video that I saw on TikTok that I've seen a couple of them like way back, but this particular one really got my attention, which made me so much interested in a story like this. This girl is saying that she was in a relationship where, I mean, the guy said, oh, I want us to take this thing further, so let's get married. So they had to go to the hospital and check their genotype, only for them to get there, and the doctor tells them, you guys cannot get married, because even if you do, the kind of children you are going to have, dear, guys, let's watch the video.
I was going through a breakup. That was like a mutual and the most friendliest breakup ever. It saddens me to talk about this. This is something that really, really hurts me. You see, when nobody cheated, okay, everything was going on well. Everything was going smoothly. I mean, it was even like, it felt like a dream. At some point I was like, is this happening? Then, you know, relationship starts. We decided to take things to the next step, like, you know, like, so we had to do some things, get some tests done, all those things, and we found out we were the same genotype. Like, our blood groups, we both can't have a baby together. I mean, we could have a baby together, but the baby's gonna be ill like most of the time. Okay, so obviously we had to call it off. We had to pause. We had to pull on the brakes, because if we can't have healthy children and be happy, then what's the point? Okay, what's the point of getting together? So we had to break up, and that has been the craziest thing that has happened to me, because last year itself wasn't a very great year for me, and maybe I'll find courage to talk about those things some other time. But then today I want you guys to know that this is what happened. Okay, I was going through a breakup. That was like a mutual and the most friendliest breakup ever. You know, it had to be done, and it still hurts so much. I mean, I asked myself, do I want to get married and not have kids? Like, ever? I'm like, no. Can't do that, so we had to break up. So we broke up, and I'm just there. Right now, I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to date anybody, because I feel like I've been through so much. Like, I've been through so much, and I am tired. I am exhausted. I need to grieve. I don't know. I try my best to be strong and hard all the time. But then I come into my bed, I climb on my bed, and I start crying, because I'm like, why did this have to happen to me though? But, you know, well, I'm glad we actually caught it on time, rather than being in a marriage and having a kid and finding out. So I'm glad it did happen, but then we having to part ways. Right now we can't even be friends, because how am I going to be friends with somebody I love and we broke up because of something important.
Yes, so that's the video. There are lots of them, and we are going to put a doctor on, Dr. Sam, who is going to educate us more about genotype, reasons why you have to know your genotype. You shouldn't be selfish.
Okay.
You have to know your genotype. So, Joe, let me just say this real quick before we put the doctor on. Before you even enter the relationship, I think, being it if you are going to get married or not, first thing, check your genotype.
Wow.
Like, check it, because relationship, you are going in to marry the person. So check what will help you marry the person, which is your genotype. And blood group genotype, it is two different things. So some people are like, oh, me, O positive there, then this is my genotype. They will calculate in their house. That is not how genotype is done. You go to the hospital, you ask for it. Oh, boyfriend, girlfriend, let's go to the hospital. Let's go and test. Let's go and check our genotype. When you know it and you know it will help, then you continue the relationship. But if you check and it won't help, end it. Do not be selfish.
Harry, this matter, you know.
Because matters of the heart, that's why, Joe, if you start doing this whole testing from the onset, it avoids so many things. But you'll be in a relationship for 4 years, 3 years, and later you are going to check your genotype and they tell you that, oh, you can't get married because if you get married, you can't even have a child. And you hear one saying, oh, they are worrying, God go feed do, you go feed do one, but it is not all the time that is about God. So check it from the start of the relationship. First week now, then, oh, chairman, if you want us to be serious, please let's check our genotype. If you know yours, I don't.
Take
that serious. So we are going to put Dr. Maxwell on to know a lot about genotype, guys. Yes. So make sure you check yours whilst you watch this video. Check yours, check your partner's genotype, know your genotype, and know whether if you are going to be able to have children. Hello, Dr. Maxwell.
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so you're live on KSS, right? And we just want to have a very brief conversation with you about genotype.
Okay.
Okay, first question, doctor. What is genotype?
Well, genotype basically refers to the genetic makeup of an individual.
Okay.
These are like alleles you inherit from your parents.
Okay.
And then they are actually located on your DNA, and then they control or they make up traits like your blood type, your eye color, and then your risk of certain diseases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Doc, basically that's genotype, yeah.
Okay, so why should one check his or her genotype? Why should one know?
Well, it is important because there's a possibility of you meeting a life partner whereby you could have children that are of a certain risk of having certain diseases like sickle cell.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but then before that, there are types of genotype.
Okay.
So there's the hemoglobin AA, there's the AS. The AS basically means you have a sickle cell trait.
Okay.
And then there's the hemoglobin SS, that is a full-blown sickle cell disease.
Okay.
And then the SC.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, you have to know all these things before you meet your life partner so that you don't have kids who will be prone to having sickle cell diseases.
Okay. So, Doc, I want to know if AA and AA can get married and have children. AA.
Yes, that's the perfect genotype compatibility rate. So AA and AA can marry because all your kids are going to be AA. Okay. And that is an excellent genotype compatibility. That's quite the most common genotype in this world, actually.
Okay. What of AA and SS?
AA and SS is fair. It's actually fair because you'll be having kids who are carriers. They'll be having the sickle cell traits. So there's a possibility of having children with AS, you understand, and then some with AA. So it's fairly good. They will be just carriers and not a full-blown sickle cell.
Okay. Doc, what of AS and SS?
AS and then SS.
Yeah.
It's quite incompatible. That is incompatible, and it's very bad because then you'll be having children with sickle cell. You're having about 75% of children that are SS. The chances are that you'll be having children with SS, which will be sickle cell. Then the hospital will be your second home. You'll be going
in and out.
Okay.
Okay. So apart from AS and SS, is there any other genotypes that cannot get married?
If
you can mention few for us.
That cannot get married.
Yes, like have children. When they even have the children, they are going to have this sickle cell and all of that.
Yes, basically it is the AF and then the AS, the AF and then SF.
Okay.
AS and then AC.
Okay.
AS and then SC.
Okay.
Then SS and then another SS.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. These are quite compatible.
Okay, doc. So doctor, would you advise people that the first thing they should do in a relationship is to check their genotype even before starting the whole dating thing? Is this something you advise everyone does?
Yes, many people overlook these things, but they are quite important. If you have plans of getting married, if you have plans of having children with your life partner, you should check all these things before you get married, because it shouldn't be that after marriage, that is when you are going to check these things and then you regret. And then once you get out of marriage.
Okay.
So before marriage, you should check these things so you can plan towards it. You can plan your life together with your life partner towards it.
Okay, Doc. Thank you so much. Is there anything you would want to add for us? Something you think it would help our viewers?
Well, a lot of people, it's quite a dilemma for a lot of people in this, because there are a lot of people that come to the hospital and then they don't know their genotype.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of people walking around don't know their genotypes. And then it is after they find their life partners, that is when they come to do their checks, which I think is wrong. So first, you should just know your genotype. When you meet a life partner, within the talking stage, you talk about two things and then go check it out. If you want to take it to the next step, then
you're safe. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Maxwell. Thank you so much. Bye. So, guys, that is Dr. Maxwell educating us about genotype.
Check it, my
Yeah, so you really have to rush to the hospital, right? Hey, doctor, no, also. So you really have to rush and go check your genotype, even if you are not in a relationship, so that you be on a safer side. So when you meet someone and the person has also checked on your genotype, or bona also body and that's how her name befa. Namatu yam penatre so. Yes, Ramwa. Then ya fe na mobile love. I love you. So let's get married to stress some innocent child somewhere because of I love you. So please, enough of the iPhone. Enough of I want this, buy this. Check your genotype. Some of you don't even know your blood group. It is for your own self. These are little things you have to know. You meet someone and you're having this conversation with them in the hospital. Checking your blood group has nothing to do with you getting sick or not. Know your blood group. Know your genotype. Some of you are allergic to so many food, but you don't know, so you are eating it. And you say, sometimes you go for checkup. Check all these things. Know your genotype for your own self so that you save that child. Oh, I love you. Oh, let's get married. Oh, don't worry. Oh, nyame beye. God will do it. But check first. True. Prevention is always better than cure. True. So I'm begging you. Dr. Maxwell has said a lot. Take time, take chance, save some. It is not even expensive. Go to a nearby hospital. If you have zero idea about it, use your phone. Go on Google, read about genotype. When you go to the hospital, please, I want to check my blood group. Please, I want to check my genotype. After, you can go see the doctor. Doctor, why na me to me aware? Why na mean to me why? You write it down. When you meet the girl, please, what's your genotype? Or boy, the same as to you, the girl. When you meet the guy, you know your genotype already. These are some of the conversations now we need to have before we start a relationship. Okay. It's not about let's go here. Know your genotype so that you don't waste your whole 4 years in a relationship. At the end of the day, you guys can't have children because even if you have, you're going to have sickle cell. My name is Highest Theory and this is KSS Studios. We are. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Put us on post notification.